I should go on, don't wanna let you down. You just wanna know how far I will go, 'cause you know I will stay around. So let me know where to go. So let me know where to go. I wanna find you.
I don't wanna sit here while you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, the pirate one. Hi, Michael. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Derry. Hello, everybody. Hi. Happy Sunday. How's it going? Hope everyone's well. My hair's still a little wet. It's still drying, so it looks a little goofy. And I trimmed my own bangs, but they're a little crooked. Whoops. Whoopsie. Also, so normally I play Doki Doki on Sunday right now, but I'm not really feeling Doki Doki today. I don't know if I'm enjoying streaming it. Yeah, I managed to get 600. While I was off stream, I got up to 600. It's pretty cool. I'm very grateful. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep streaming Doki Doki just because it's like, it's kind of weird for me to stream because it's a little slow paced and it's really heavy on, like, there's a lot of reading. So I get really worn out, and I'm noticing that I kind of dread streaming on Sundays lately because of Doki Doki. So I think I'm gonna shelve Doki Doki and we're gonna just focus on Final Fantasy VIII. Maybe we'll get another game to play for Sundays. We'll see. But yeah, we're shelving it. Thank you, Aaron. That's understandable. If you're not enjoying it, then definitely move on. Yeah, like obviously, like I enjoy it as a game. I don't know if I enjoy it as a streaming game. You know what I mean? Like some games are just like, some people just don't want to stream certain types of games. Yeah, they just aren't meant to be streamed. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like, especially anything that has, like, I don't know, I think the experience of Doki Doki is just highlighted better if you're going into it, one, completely not knowing that it's a horror game, and then two, kind of being able to, like, really get immersed and then be surprised. I think for me, with Doki Doki, I'm just having a hard time, like, getting super immersed. Hi, Arcanist, how are you? I hope your weekend has been well. I also want to announce there is a new bit alert for 75 bits. You can play, oh my god, from the Trolls 2 movie. I've never seen the film, but it's like so notoriously bad in terms of delivery for that line, and I think it's hilarious, so I added it. I wanted to add a Yu-Gi-Oh alert. I wanted to have some line of him saying something about the heart of the cards, but I don't think he ever actually says something about believing in the heart of the cards, does he? Because I don't remember. I know, I've like looked it up. The first episode is called Heart of the Cards. And I think he says something about, like, believing in, like, his grandfather's deck or something. But, like, I don't know. But if anybody can find a clip... Buckster! Thank you so much for the 4 months. I really appreciate it. But if anyone can find a clip of Yugi saying something about believing in the heart of the cards, send it my way. Because I will make that into a bit alert. I'm thinking about taking the line where he says my grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards. Ah, this card is useless. Like, I'm thinking about making that an alert because I think that'd be funny. I really want a Yu-Gi-Oh alert. Sorry I was so rough on you. You did wonderfully reading and voicing it, but if it makes you dread it, then definitely move on. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Like, it's definitely fun to practice some voice acting, but it just got to be to the point where I'm like, I'm too exhausted. And like, I think because of all the pollen in the air, like, my voice gets tired really easily. And I need to figure out, like, a good volume setting so that way I'm not, like, screaming into the mic. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm always yelling over noise. And I don't know if it's just because, like, I can't hear my own voice in my head, so I don't know if I'm loud enough or what's going on. I always feel like I'm yelling. Screaming into the mic. Exactly, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm always yelling. But yeah, so we have more bit alerts. Also, if you go into the sound alerts, there are more options. Like, all of them, I think, cost bits. Some of them less than others, but there are new sound alerts that can be played. Dancing Evelyn, thank you for the 9 months. We have a stream, baby. Thank you for the 9 months. I really appreciate it. Please tell me you saw what McDonald's did yesterday. I did! I did see it. I was very happy about that. I always love to see people supporting Cloud and Aerith. We love to see it every time. Also, I'm trying to get back into, like, being active, because, like, I just need to. It just makes me feel better. I think I sleep better. I feel better. I sleep better. My mood is just improved. I need to just stay active. I at least need to get 6,000 steps in a day, I think. I think that's something I need to do. They did it under an Aerith and Reno art piece. Did they really? They specifically did it under an Aerith and Reno art piece? I didn't see that part. That part's kind of funny. It's like, depending on context, it could be a little rude, actually. Ha, it could be a little rude. Haha. Okay, but anyways, I wanna win at least one card game. Do you think we can win one card game today? I need my spirits raised. I really want to win a card game. I got this. I sure hope so. Let's get the game going. Hold on. Let me get this set up. Let me make sure it's gonna play. Oh, that was weird. There we go. So let's get playing. Let's go. Continue. Believe in Renoa and anything is possible. We shall see. Also, I think my ring light got fucked up. Cause like, oh, that's right. This is where we left off. Oh shit! I got stopped immediately. Son of a bitch. Oh, this is new. I need to make this a card. Oh wait, shit! I forgot to heal. Fuck. Cure, you dumbass. Oh my god. I knew I was gonna forget that. I knew I was gonna forget that I needed to heal. I should have done it before I saved last time. I don't know if I can... Shit. Oh no. I only got one hit. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I fucked up. I was in panic mode trying to save last time, it's true. Okay, what are we supposed to do with all this? What? Wait. That was stupid. Well, shit. How did we end up doing that? Don't you kill me, I swear to God. Oh, I'm gonna be so upset. We cannot die immediately. Okay. Let's try this. Stock up on that. Turn him into a card, I guess. Oh, did you just put him in Berserk? Oh, you bitch. Y'all like Krispy Kreme? I do! Krispy Kreme is delicious. What do can we, like, not dispel? Son of a bitch. Well, let's cure him really quick. Think you'll get some tomorrow? Do it! What kind of donuts do you like to eat? I really like, Boston cream or chocolate eclair type donuts. Those are good. Oh, he made a little ghost. Oh, what the hell? What was that all about? Blazing strawberry and jelly filled? Oh. Oh my god. Let's just, can we run? Please, can we run? Oh my god, we fucked up. We need to wake her up. Okay. That was a mess. Okay, wake up, girl. Oh wait, I could have just done that. Like a fool. Let's save now that everyone's healed. Cheese and rice. Alright. This is where we're supposed to go. Oh shit! We got a video already. I can move. Whee! Wanna play cards? How about a game? Well, I just saved, so it's fine. God, she's gonna be really good, I can tell. Oh, I have like 4 of these. What else do I have? Do I have anything else that's like really good? Is this the run? Oh, I don't know. Oh! Let's try that. It's okay. If we lose, we're just resetting. I don't even care. If we lose, we're resetting. Okay, a 2. Ha! Take that, beach. Oh, you fucking hoe bag. Shit. Did I win? Yes! I finally win! I did it! It only took forever. My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. Ooh, which one do I want to take? Ooh, let's see. Which one is ours? Ooh, is this poison? What the fuck? Yeah, I finally win. It only took like 20 times. Ooh, but what are you, Blitz? Tarama? Oh, which one should we take, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one should we take? Sound off in the comments. Go off, chat. I think I already have this one. Hi, Toasty Groover. How are you? I've only seen this one game. In my experience, you have a flawless win record. I appreciate that. 3? I've been pretty good. I'm just trying to, you know, like get all my affairs in order. I'm trying to figure out, you know, goals. I need like goals, you know, trying to set up some structure in my life so I don't get overwhelmed. That's basically been the story of my life lately. So let's see. Let's go with 3. 3 or 4? Yeah, I'm going with 3. I don't think I have this one. Hell yeah! I stole your card, Beach! Let's talk to this guy. I'm so happy. Oh, what? Where are you going? Wait, I was trying to talk to you. Wait, they won't talk to me. Did I do something wrong? Oh no. Where are y'all going? Can I? There's a rumor going around that the sorceress wants to control this garden. Like, it matters to you anyway, whatever. Why are y'all like this? You wanna play with me? Yes, I have badass cards now. Let's see. We got some really good cards. So I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna use this bad boy, I'm gonna use that bad boy, and that bad boy. And I'm gonna use this bad boy and this bad boy. Petty. Oh, she's sassy, apparently. Alright, Beach, let's see. What's our best bet? I think we're gonna put you here. Come and get it, Beach. Oh, fuck, they did. I might have fucked up. Okay. Is there a way? I don't think I have a strong enough card to take that one back. Woo! Okay. We're not doing so bad. That's true. No matter what happens, I did win at least once. You bitch! You fucking bitch. It's okay, I have 3 of those, Beach. Time to reset, reload the save you made after you win, right? Right. It's okay. I have 3 more of that exact same card. I'm not that worried about it. I got so distracted with the card game, I ended up not finishing the actual game. Sounds like me. Sounds like that's where I'm headed. Whatever. What? Here, we probably should focus on plot and get to a save. Wow, completely different. Sure is quiet. The card game is so good. I am determined to become like the freaking triple triad queen. Triple triad, however people like to pronounce it. I'm prepared to become the best. I like it. Renoa, what's so damn funny? Could you leave this one up to me? I've been here several times and I know the headmaster pretty well. And if there's a web browser version, probably. There might be. I know in Final Fantasy XIV, when you go to Cosmo Canyon, you can play Triple Triad. At least, so I've heard. I'll go and explain our situation. The very best that no one was before. Exactly. Who should we take with us? Let's take Zell, I guess. Actually, we can take Renoa. We haven't really used her a lot. I see people going in on Final Fantasy Podcast Twitter. He made a FF tier list. Bad mistake. That's because Final Fantasy fans are too fucking sensitive. I'm just gonna say it. As a member of the fandom, I'm gonna say it point blank. Final Fantasy fans are the most sensitive, whiny babies. Like, it's annoying as hell. I love Final Fantasy. The fandom drives me up the wall. What? Too sensitive? I highly reject that statement. I'm going to tell my mom. Tier list for Final Fantasy, just play them all. I need to play them all. I haven't played 1 through 6. I haven't played 12. I obviously haven't played 11 either. And I haven't played 14. Well, I played a little bit of 14, but not enough to really say that I know anything about it. Cancelled. Ah, shit. I can't be canceled. As a whiny baby, I concur. Wait, did I save? God, I have 0 memories of anything. Oh, I need to check. Hold on. I guess you can have Ifrit. I don't think it makes a lot of sense, but... You don't have shit. Okay, we gotta work on you. I've only finished 7 and 9, never finished 8 or 12. So I have played 7, and I've played the entire compilation of 7. Obviously this is my first playthrough of 8. I've played 9 twice. I've played 10 and 10-2. I've played 13 and 13-2, and I've played 15. And then I've like played silly stuff like Theater Rhythm and things like that. Oh wait, shit, we should... Okay, she can have draw, magic. You know what? I will give her item. We can work on that. And then let's go to GF. Let's make sure we're learning something good. Oh, what? This is only 1 away. Okay. I bought Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 on Steam. I still need to get those. Those are on my wish list still. I don't know if they're still, I don't know if they're still on sale. I should have looked into getting them while they were on sale. Because I really do want to play those. I really want to play 6. 6 is like super high on my list of Final Fantasies I want to play. Hey, where are y'all going? That's when you got them? Mm-hmm. 6 is fantastic. I hear nothing but... Oh, look at the way these guys are dressed. I hear nothing but good things about 6. So I'm really excited to play 6. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy 6. The reception room is located up the stairs on the right. Is that where I want to go? I don't remember. Up the stairs on the right. Oh, they're like, damn, they're preparing for something. It's got a lot of old quirky mechanics, but it's very endearing. That dude is jacked. Is this the room? This is the reception room. Please wait here until you hear from the master. No, I want in. I'm going in. Look how fancy this room looks. Very fancy. Oh, I guess we're able to talk to everybody. How long are they gonna make us wait? Oh, that was fast. Damn, Quistis. How'd it go? They understood our situation. And Baumgarten is safe. The attack on the president in Timber was classified as an independent action. There was an official notice from the Galbadian government saying that Baumgarten is not being held responsible. So Cypher's taking all the blame? The trial's over, and the sentence has been carried out. Holy shit, did they fucking kill him? He was executed? Of course he was. He attacked the president. Oh my fucking god, he fucking did. He sacrificed himself for the forest owls. It was your group that got Cypher involved in all this. You're a resistance faction, right? You must have been prepared for the worst. I'm sure Cypher was prepared too. So don't think of it as Cypher sacrificing himself for you. I'm sorry, I guess that wasn't much consolation. I don't know how I feel about this dialogue. Like, you really hated Cypher, didn't you, Zell? Yeah, but he was from Garden. He was one of us. Hi, Primus, how are you? Oh my god, that emote. If I can, I want to get revenge. Okay. I don't have any good memories of him. Me either, to be honest. I've seen some troubled children, but he was beyond troubled. Jeez! Well, he wasn't really a bad guy. Holy shit. They're like, I feel like I should be sad, but I'm kind of not. Cypher was a grade A douche, so... Shrug. Worst funeral ever. He dead, oh well. She was like, yeah, you know, I don't have anything nice to say. I didn't like the guy, but executed? This is so weird. It's funny how, I don't know how I feel. Cause like, I feel like I'm supposed to feel some sense of like gravity here. Like obviously you're supposed to be torn like the rest of them, right? Like you're supposed to feel like, oh, this guy was a dick, but he's still like, you know, our age. He's like, what, 19 years old, maybe 18, 19-ish, like teenager. Like, it's supposed to have the same weight of like hearing that someone you went to high school with died, right? Like, I feel like it's supposed to have that feeling regardless of how close you are, or like how friendly you were with each other. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's because I've been streaming this game, so I haven't been able to be as immersed because I'm socializing and running a stream and playing all at the same time. But this kind of, I feel like I'm supposed to feel something, but I'm kind of just like, what? Hi Nalo, how are you? How's it going? How's your weekend been? I really liked him. He was always full of confidence, smart. Here, oh my god, I need to work on this the auto mod thing. You're good? That's good to hear. It's also just like really hard to feel sad about the death of a jackass. It's true, like, especially now that I'm like, you know, I'm not the age group of these kids. You know, I'm a 29-year-old woman who has like 29 years of experience in life. Like I have heard of like, you know, classmates dying and stuff. Like I do have that experience, but like I think now that I'm older, I don't know, like this experience doesn't have the same like gravity I think it's supposed to have, and maybe if I was younger and I played this, maybe I would feel something, but hi Cereal, how are you? I am having a good time. I'm having a pretty good weekend. It's going. I've kind of like I've got my like motivation and inspiration back. Like I'm starting to feel like excited to get things going in my life, so I don't know. I'm doing all right. I'm doing better than I was. I hope everyone can say they're doing better than they were. I think that's, if anything, I think that's like the best thing, is to just always be able to say like I might not be amazing, but I'm doing better than I was. I think that's a very achievable goal. Right? Exactly. Just by talking to him, I felt like I could take on the world. What kind of guy was Cypher to you, Renoa? I'm so curious. Your boyfriend? I don't really know. I think I was in love. Why? I wonder how he felt. I'm honestly trying to figure this out. I don't understand. Do you still like him? If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking about it. Selfie? This girl's like, maybe boyfriend, maybe not, just got executed. She's obviously upset, and you go, do you still like him? Like, oh, he's dead. I don't care anymore. It's bizarre, isn't it? Everyone else is like, well, we hated the guy, but still. And she's over there like, oh my god, he was a true hero. Yeah, it's so goofy. I feel like this whole, like, the backstory, like, the pacing for all these characters' backstory is really, like, rushed to me. At least so far. Just to let you know that you inspired me to start streaming. You're amazing, Lily. Keep up the good work. Oh my god! I'm so glad to hear that. Honestly, like, streaming can be really fun, especially when you find, like, your niche, the thing that you like streaming and, like, sharing with people and talking to people about. Like, streaming is honestly a really great time, and I've met some really great people through streaming, and it's kind of helped me, like, come out of my shell a lot. Like, the more I look back on, like, my old streams, like, I was a lot more shy, and I feel like you can tell that I'm a lot more comfortable with, like, just being in front of a camera, and I think it builds some really good, like, public speaking skills and stuff like that. Renoa being so into Cypher is part of the Squall is dead and dreaming the second half fan theory. Is it really? That's so interesting. I found that about streaming too. I used to be really self-conscious about my voice and stuff. You have a great voice though, Aaron. Like, your voice is very easy to listen to. Like, you're, like, really calming. Like, you create, like, a really comfortable vibe. If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking about it. It was last summer. Yes, please, give me this backstory. I'm so intrigued. I was 16. Okay, so she's 17 now, right? I'm assuming she's about 17. Lots of fond memories. I liked him. Wasn't really a bad guy. He was one of us. Cypher, you've become just a memory. Will they talk about me this way if I die too? Oh shit, Squall, are you realizing that maybe you shouldn't be such a stone cold dick? Like, maybe if you were friendly with people, they would have good memories of you. I mean, you seem fine to me. I never noticed you being nervous on stream. Honestly, I think part of that comes with potentially not knowing me, or maybe I'm just really good at masking it. I don't know. I feel like when I look back on old streams, like, I can tell that I'm more comfortable. I refuse to believe people when they said that at first. No, it's true though. You have a great voice. Squall with that, how can I make this about me energy? Hey, listen, when there's a death, people do. They have that introspection. You know, they need to take time to consider, like, their own life and their own mortality, you know? Squall was this and that, using past tense, saying whatever they want. So this is what death is all about. I mean, that's okay. I can't talk to Renoa again? Okay. Maybe Zell? No? Oh, I can walk through Zell, though. Quistis, maybe? No, we can't talk to her. Not for me. What? I won't have it. What's wrong, Squall? I won't have it. What? Can you imagine somebody having that kind of an outburst? I mean, to be fair, I guess depending on the circumstances of the death, there are actually lots of outbursts at funerals for untimely deaths. Especially if it feels unfair. I actually have experienced being at a funeral for somebody who died in a very tragic circumstance, and there are lots of outbursts, actually. What? Are you mad? I'm not having anyone talk about me in the past tense. Wait. Squall, it's not about you, dude. Oh no. Can you imagine? Okay, this kind of outburst is something else. This is different. What the hell? But what about me? Man, you're saying the quiet part loud. Like, what? Sir, what the fuck? I thought he was gonna be like, I won't have it, like, I don't know, like maybe he's gonna set right, like what happened to Cypher, but no, it's about, I'm not gonna die. Oh my god, this is my entire experience of this game so far, and so far 10 out of 10 teenager thoughts. Apparently, where do we go? No, I'm gonna live forever. Oh no. Where do we, honestly, where, a child. Hi, wanna play cards? I will live forever in a card game. I don't give a fuck. Here, we'll get one of those. We'll play with one of these. We'll play with you and you, and fuck it, we'll take the Tonberry. To cope with his grief, Squall became very interested in Triple Triad. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's be careful. Ah! I'm scared. Draw? You shitting me? Damn it. I can imagine everyone following Skull after his outburst and they find him in a corner playing cards with random kids. He's gonna be a child forever. Forever. Cypher's dead. Let's play cards. Listen, some people, they cope by, you know, distracting themselves. To be fair. I'm the kind of person that, oh, whoa, what's Raijin? Yo, Squall. Oh, damn. Fujin, what's up, bitch? What are you doing here? What am I doing? I'm a messenger, you know. Brought you a new order from Headmaster Sid, you know. What kind of order? I don't know. Gave it to the head honcho here. Just did what Master Sid wanted, you know. God. Explain. We were supposed to go to Timber, but the trains have stopped, so we had no other choice but to come here. Kind of relieved to see you guys here. You know Naruto much. Oh my god. I just keep hearing his voice from Kingdom Hearts 2. You know? Cypher? Oh yeah, wasn't Cypher with you? I believe Cypher may be dead. Oh no. I heard he was tried in Galbadia and then executed. Lies! Bahaha, that's gotta be a lie, you know. There's no way he'd put up with a trial, you know. I like how it looked like he's saying, like, this smells like bullshit, you know. He's like, you know, waving stink away. It smells like bullshit. Or an execution, for that matter. It's just so not Cypher, you know. Find! Honestly, I love Fujin. A what? We're gonna meet up with Cypher? Well, see ya, Squall. We're gonna head off to Galbadia to look for Cypher. The way she talks. I love her. Okay. Please assemble in the front gates. Okay, hold on. Let's save. Fine! Listen, she gets right to the point. You can't be upset with her for being very direct, you know? Oh, shit. I didn't even do that on purpose. You know? You know? Oh my god. Oh, you missed it? You missed it, Michael? When I was explaining how Fujin is, she's very direct and you can't blame her for that. And I said, you know, at the end. How do I, there. What's up, Quistis? Okay, it's time to meet. Let's go. I hope somebody clipped that. I think that was hilarious. That was beautiful serendipity. Oh god. Damn, check out Zell over there. Who are you fighting? And then we have like Renoa over here. She's like doing some Pilates in the corner. What's up, girl? Oh, I think that's him. Just pretend I'm a seed too. It'll be less complicated that way. Oh, is the headmaster here? Renoa's abs are rock hard, right? What is up with this vehicle? I can't do that. I should. I need to work on my lower abs. What is that coat? Dang, he's like really like... He's getting really vintage on us. I don't even know what you'd call that. She gets lessons from Tifa. Tifa does kickboxing though. Renoa looked like she was specifically doing some like Pilates shit. Good day. Martine. I have official orders from Headmaster Sid addressed to you. Following regulations, I have gone over these orders. After careful consideration of our options, we have decided to fully assist and cooperate with Headmaster Sid. Tifa does pull-ups, squats, kicks, Jules' butt all day, day. Exactly. Tifa's a badass. Actually, we too have been planning for this for quite some time now. In order to stress the importance of this mission, I must first brief you on the current situation. At ease. Wait, they were at attention before? They didn't look like they were. Am I crazy? You all know about the sorceress being appointed as the peace ambassador for the Galbadian government. However, this ambassador thing is just a cover-up. There will be no peace talks, only threats. I kind of wished we could have had more world building up until this point. So what's driving me crazy, right, is we have this whole backstory between like the gardens and like there's Galbadia, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out like what is even happening here. Like there's some kind of war between like Galbadia and some other group, and like, but then we have the sorceress, and it's kind of implied that everyone just knows who she is. Like it's not some like wackadoo out of left field thing, even though it feels like it is. Like, as a player, you're just kind of like, who the hell is this bitch? And why is she, like, so crazy looking? Like, her outfit is so different. And then she just shows up out of a portal, steals Cypher, and goes. And, like, but apparently she's not some, like, you know, rando villain. But, apparently all the characters kind of already know who she is. You know what I mean? So it kind of feels like I wish we could have had more world building to show us, like, what the structure of society is. I feel like the majority of the 8 hours of this game that I've played has been in tutorials. Am I the only one who feels like that? Like, I've already put like 8 to 9 hours of gameplay in this, and I feel like the majority of it has just been me learning the basic mechanics. But I haven't really gotten a lot of time to like really figure out how this world works in terms of like politics and like who's running what and why. Do you guys know what I'm saying? There are so many tutorials. It's not necessarily that it feels rushed. I feel like they're rushing the important like story elements, but they're also taking too long on things that I really shouldn't have to dedicate that much time to, you know? On top of that, the tutorials are bad. Yeah, the tutorials are bad. This is your first Final Fantasy VIII run? Yes, this is my first run. I have played it once before, but I never got farther than, I think, the first mission where you have to go and fight like Biggs and Wedge, you know, at the top of the TV tower. I think the first time I played, that was as far as I got. So now I'm in completely new territory. I do know some story elements, but not enough that like I could ever explain it to somebody. Like, I only vaguely know there's some weird time travel or like alternate universe or some weird stuff like that happens. I know of a character called Ultimacia and Idia. I know Irvine is a character I'm gonna see. Like, that's kind of the thing, right? When you're a Final Fantasy fan, you kind of can't help but know stuff about the other games even if you haven't played them, you know? Exclamation point, you know. And they're all just like shoehorned into the plot, so any grip you have on it gets kind of interrupted. That's true, Aaron. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I'm a little frustrated because like I feel like story-wise we should have spent a lot more time like figuring out how this world works and why it works that way. Oh, this game, right, is definitely a video game. Hello, Nice Guy Prince. How are you? How's your weekend? This game right here is definitely a video game. I don't know if you've heard me complaining about how I feel like we don't spend enough time like with world building. I'm only like 9 hours in, and I feel like the majority of my gameplay has been tutorials. And it's like, it's frustrating because like the junction system's not bad. I don't mind it. I think it's flawed in some ways. Like I think it could be better, like if it could be like more efficiently executed. The tutorials are just too fucking much though, cause like I don't even retain any of the information they give. I just came in, but I probably agree with everything you said. We do tend to agree on a lot of things, don't we? We tend to have very similar viewpoints. Well, look who it is. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like the whole thing, what I was saying earlier with the sorceress, right? Like, so for the player going in, when you first are introduced to her, she just comes out of nowhere and she looks like some crazy out of left field, like, where the hell did she come from? Like, she comes out of this, like, little portal thing and takes Cypher with her. But all the characters seem to know who the sorceress is. Like, this is a person in their world that they're kind of familiar with, or at least that's the implication I get from the way they're talking about her. So I'm kind of like, I'm frustrated because I feel like we should have already known about her then, if she's that much of a normal part of their society. And like, there's also like these, like the structure of the world is so weird because we have all these gardens and like everyone's like, they basically do mercenary work. And there's also like a war going on with like Galbadia and some other place. But I feel like I don't have any context for it. So we're just like doing all this stuff and now we're getting major plot dropped on us. But I feel like I don't have any like baseline to understand like the stakes or particularly what's happening and how it directly affects any of the characters. You know what I mean? It's just weird. I feel like it's both rushed and like way too slow. I feel like the story itself is rushed and the gameplay is so slow. Like, that's how I feel. It's like, I'm sad because I feel like there are elements to this story that could be really good, but I feel like the pacing is just really not great so far. At least as far as like introductory chapters. Like I said, I'm only like 9 hours in. At least we're still flawless on the card game runs. I don't know, we got a draw last time. I have a love-hate relationship with the game. I've only completed it once and it was cumbersome. If you ask me, I love this game, and ask me if I hate it, the answer is to both questions is yes. Don't worry, it gets worse. Amazing. Many people say they have problems with the story. It's funny, I've heard that there's supposed to be a lot of character development in the first disc, and then after the first disc is when it really starts going like crazy train, like off the rails. But I kind of feel like there's no... we aren't on any rails. Like, where are the rails? I kind of wish I could see them, because I don't see the rails yet. I love the game, but the story is very questionable. Just a little bit. Oh god. Selfie though, best girl. I love Selfie. That girl knows what's up. I love her. The sorceress creates fear among people, therefore peace talks are impossible. Like, who is this bitch? Like, what the fuck? Galbadia is planning to use this fear to negotiate favorable conditions for itself. It is clear that Galbadia's ultimate goal is world domination. Is it? Garden is no exception either. It is a fact that the sorceress is planning to use this garden as her base. What's your evidence? Wait, where did this come from? We have very few options available to us. We entrust world peace and the future to you. I saw someone ask once what the theme of Final Fantasy VIII was, and I had to realize it was the first Final Fantasy where I had no idea what the theme of the story actually was. It is hard to say, like, maybe it is supposed to be, like, a commentary on, like, child soldiers or something, maybe, but also, I'm missing a whole bunch of context. Kyoryu! Hi, what's up? How's your weekend going? We'll get the hard eyes on. Here we go. I have an idea for the theme, but I don't want to say it as it might spoil things. That's fair. We can always come back to it. Imagine if any of the themes in this game actually hit the mark. I'm so glad that everyone can kind of agree that this game is just bonkers. I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the ride. I anticipated that this was not going to be my favorite Final Fantasy, but I still wanted to play it, you know, like, I'll give it a fair shot. I love the game despite its flaws. Yeah, I don't think people can enjoy things while knowing they're flawed too. Like, obviously I'm still having a good time. Like, it's still fun. I wouldn't say it's like a masterpiece in storytelling, but there's still elements of it that are really fun. It's definitely enjoy it for the ride, but don't expect well-written depth. Right, exactly. Details of the mission are enclosed in these official orders. Even as a kid, I only played this for the graphics. It was kind of like me playing Final Fantasy XIII for the first time. Any questions? The orders say by means of a sniper. We have no one with that skill. Oh, are we getting Irvine now? Don't worry about it. Let me introduce an elite sharpshooter from Galbadia Garden. Kineas, Irvine Kineas. There we go. I was waiting. There he is. Oh, he better not shoot that thing. I'll be pissed. Oh, he flicked it away. Rude! Hi, Crankty! What's up? Definitely not unbiased. This game is still classic, despite it being kind of mid in an unbiased sense. This is Irvine Kineas. He will be your sharpshooter. Do I now have the whole gang? Is this my full party? Because I don't think I don't think there are any other, like, Final Fantasy VIII characters that I can think of that I haven't found yet. Leave whenever you're ready. It's still funny to me how Dirge Cerberus was, like, potentially gonna be a game with Irvine as the main character. Failure is not an option. I still love Final Fantasy VIII aesthetic and such, that's why I'm a gunbreaker in Final Fantasy XIV. I also spend way too much time triple triad in that game too. I have been trying so hard. I finally won one card game. Finally. It took me forever. Oh, okay. Can I talk to Irvine? What's up, bitch? Looks like I'm with you, Rubes from Battle. What? Greetings. What is that? Dude, what the hell? So, why do you have to overreact to everything? You cool with me helping you? That depends on your attitude. I say things that get a rise out of some people. Why is that car so fucking loud? Just don't let it bother you. We'll get along fine. I shouldn't put him together with Zell. Wait, why is Zell... Is he that upset by what Irving said? Jesus Christ, Zell. I'll remember that. Alright. You know what? What's our next mission? Our next mission. This is no ordinary mission. It's a direct order from both Balam and Galbadia Garden. We are to assassinate the sorceress. Hell yeah! Let's go get her. We're to shoot her from afar. Kineas will be our sharpshooter. We're to support Kineas to our fullest. Damn, we're only on a last name basis. Should the sniper fail, we are to attack head on. You're about to come up on like the best scene in the game. Oh hell yeah, I'm excited! Cell's reaction is character development and show rather than tell, Loli. Gosh, am I really going to have to tell my mama? Listen, I don't want to hear it. All these freaking overly sensitive Final Fantasy fans that can't stand to hear that their games have flaws. I'm sorry, but it's true. Thanks for the support, but I never miss my target. Eliminate the sorceress, that's our order. We're going to head to the capital of Galbadia, Deling City. There we'll meet up with General Caraway to go over the details of the plan. Loud crybaby noises. Imagine a Squaresoft game without major flaws, right? I'm about to get attacked by Final Fantasy VIII Twitter. Listen, I'm already always getting attacked by Final Fantasy X Twitter. Or not even Twitter, like people on YouTube and frickin' and TikTok. Like Final Fantasy X fans have been coming after me like ever since I posted my highlight video. Like they can't stand it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't bawl my eyes out playing the game. Jesus. The best mini games. I don't think I did any of the mini games. Chrono Cross, it's a perfect game. I still have to play Chrono Cross. Final Fantasy X is high school cringe the game, and it's great for it. Like, there's definitely things about 10 I really like. But I'm sorry, I don't think it's that deep of a story. I just don't. I just don't. Oh god. Even if you did cry, they'd have an issue with you. That's true. Like, people are never happy. Let's get going. Alright. Well then. We'll need to choose a party for the trip to Deling City. 10 is doo-doo. Oh my god, you guys. How's this? No, you. I still love 10 as well. I have a very tense relationship. Tense. I have a very tense relationship with 10 right now because of the fandom. Did he just... Irvine! No, you're not. What the... What? I have a tense relationship. Yes, I do. It's not deep. It's just pretty well told. To be honest, only a handful of FFs have actually been super deep. I mean, that's true. I can't tell. Because, see, the thing with 10 is I'm sure in Japanese, it's probably, like, this beautifully written, like, very good story. I get the feeling that maybe when they translated it into English and then tried to make everything match the lip flaps, maybe some of it was just lost. Because to me, the dialogue in general is so stilted and weird. Like, even outside of the, like, delivery, you know, like, even outside of, like, their cadence and stuff, like, it's just strange. We can all agree Final Fantasy VII is overrated, right? I think some people, like 7 is my favorite, and I do think it's loved highly for good reason. However, there are definitely people in the fandom that also refuse to acknowledge that 7 has some flaws. All right, I guess we'll just do it this way. Whatever. Are you being sarcastic? You are, aren't you? Well, fine then. We will have a good time. At some point, every Final Fantasy fan realizes that these games are aimed at Japanese teens coming home from school and stop looking too much into it. We understand very well. Come on, Mr. Kidius, let's go. Jesus. Hey. It's before they had the technology to resync lips, and so yeah, the acting can be weird in some places, but it was the best they could do. Right, and I can give it that. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm sure, like, in Japanese, it's probably, like, if I spoke Japanese and could play the game in Japanese, maybe my opinion of it would be very different, right? Because I even noticed this as someone who speaks Korean well enough. Like, there have been times I've watched Korean films with English subtitles, and I'll recognize what somebody is saying in Korean, but then they'll translate it in English, and to me, I'll be like, that's so weird. Why would you translate it that way? Because it's a completely different feeling. So, like, I recognize enough that, like, sometimes the story, like, the feeling in a story can change that much just from, like, localization, or just from, like, yeah, localization can be a tricky one. Hi Rem, how's it going? Hey, how's Final Fantasy VIII? We're taking it slow because I'm talking a lot. I'm analyzing, or like, I'm just giving a lot of my opinions about how I'm playing. Call me Irvine. I'm a pretty lucky guy, hand in hand with two beautiful girls. Irvie, Kitty Poo. Selfie, what the fuck? I love her. I'll make you happy. Holy shit, I love Selfie. Did I say something terrible? Women, I don't understand them. Clearly you don't. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. It was their first voice acted game too. Whammin'. I am so sorry. Misogyny? You got hit for misogyny. I think it was a landmark title both in series and in the industry. Rather than be overrated, I think fan over-attachment to 7 is the problem. Yeah, I can see that too, Night Sky Prince. Got auto-modded, you did. I need to fix my auto-mod because it picks up everything. Like, I do want it to pick up, like, certain things, but I feel like it picks up things that it shouldn't all the time. Think about how many times you see it can't be helped in a Japanese game, but no one says that in English. Well, it's kind of like how, like, for example, right, with the localization or whatever, like how in the end of Final Fantasy X, when, like, Yuna doesn't say I love you to him in Japanese. She says thank you. But to, like, and in Japanese, I feel like the thank you is enough to kind of, like, express that she feels that, like, deep, like, romantic connection, that she loves him. But in English, we'd be like, thank you, you know, like, so in that sense, it's not the same. So, like, yeah, localization is hard because there's definitely an art to translating, and there's an art to localization within translating. So I don't, like, I think everyone needs to recognize, like, translation work is fucking difficult. You oversensitive Final Fantasy X fans should stop talking about the game and start playing Final Fantasy VIII, the true masterpiece. Oh god. And then there's me over here. I think Final Fantasy 13-2 is great. I think I feel sick. Irvine Kineas, loser. Come on, Squall, let's go. Hey, this is so awkward. Squall, let's get going. We have to get there before they do. I love Final Fantasy 13 too. It's such a fun game. It is, though. Also, the soundtrack is amazing. 13-2 does slap harder than it has any business doing, right? Like, I feel like a lot of people probably skipped over 13-2 because they hated 13 so much, but I'm like, no. 13-2 is, like, legitimately, like, a really good, like, addition, like, within the series. Like, if 13-2 was a game by itself, I feel like people would have loved it a lot if that would have just been, like, 13. If the first 13 ever happened and we just had 13-2. Yeah. 13-2 makes me wonder why the fuck y'all couldn't do that the first time. Exactly! Like, it's actually good, and the music's so good. Also, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Sarah and Noel are a million times a better couple than Sarah and Snow. Just gonna say it. Also, Snow sucks. Fuck Snow. Hi Phil, what's up? You really liked Caius? Caius is hilarious. I may need to switch party members often. Let me just confirm how to go about it. Oh no, is this another tutorial? Oh my god. I thought I was free. Snow blows. Snow does suck. I hate him so much. I have never hated a Final Fantasy character as much as I hate Snow. I hate him. He's literally the worst character I have ever come across. Okay, you know what? This I feel like I could just figure out. I was really hoping Noel would... So I'm not gonna lie, I would have elevated 13 Trilogy to GOAT status. For real though, for real. I thought you hate Seymour the most. Okay, So between Seymour and Snow, I hate them both so much. But we can... Snow is supposed to be a protagonist. So he gets his own, like... Snow is the worst protagonist ever in any Final Fantasy game. He is the worst. And then Seymour is the worst villain ever. 13-2 is so good, and the music is amazing. And Sarah and Noel are a million times better as a couple. Also, fuck Lightning Returns for doubling down on Sarah and Snow. Just gonna say it. Because Sarah and Snow sucks. And Snow sucks. Noel got 100 times better for me once I realized he was voiced by the cat from Hocus Pocus. Yes, that's the other reason I love him. I fucking love him. Thanks for gifting a sub to Night Sky Prince. Fuck Lightning Returns for de-chatting. Oh no. I haven't even played Lightning Returns. But like, no. It looks ugly. I mean, I realized it was like an outsourced, it was one of them that they didn't even work on in Square. I think they outsourced it to another company to make our Lightning Returns, and that's why it looks like that. Well, partially why it looks like that. Oh, thank God, get me out of here. Where am I going? Shit, I don't remember. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Me and my big ass fucking mouth. Oh wait, shit, I should probably... Are we all junctioned? You got a girlfriend? Okay, good. Okay, we have all that. Actually, Alara had a weird dip in graphical quality and ran at a solid 23 frames per second. Yeah. Fucking... Oh, God. Lightning Returns, like, I need to play it just so I can say I've played the entire 13 trilogy, but like, God, I don't want to because it's ugly. Also, I just hate that they kind of ruined Noel's character. Oh, he doesn't have one. Renoa has Ifrit. Well, no more for you, Renoa. Give it back. Fire. Let's go with that, and we can have that. There we go. I might need to suffer through it for that juicy Hamauzu music. I mean, the music's fucking great. It truly is. I do have like 1 or 2 songs from the soundtrack on my iTunes. Oh shit. I need to get on the road. Is there a road? It's like, oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna turn it into cards. Fuck it, we're making cards. As long as we don't die. So bad, I want to see you have this word onward. I still need to make a free account. I need to go back and do it. I just need to go back and do it. Is there float? Shit! I knew I fucked up. I love when it instantly does a random battle. Don't you love that? God damn it. I fucked up. I didn't give Zeld any abilities. I forgot I have to do that every single time. That MIDI ain't hitting. Yeah. I don't have the roses in wine mod on it, unfortunately. I tried to get it to work, and I fucking failed. Battle counter in this game is crazy. It's so fucking high. Damn, Zell. You just punched the lights out of that thing. Oh good, we made it into a card. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now what the fuck is this thing? I guess. Yeah, do that. They did Final Fantasy VIII Remaster on Switch, and it is so nice. New character models are so pretty. Yeah, so this is like the Steam PC version, I think. I don't know that this is the remaster. I don't think it is. I don't think, anyway. It's not, right. I didn't think it was remaster. I'm playing on my boyfriend's account. This is the original PC version. Okay. With the slappy music. remaster have the like original music. Cause yeah, I'm literally just playing this because my boyfriend owned it and he gives me access to all of his Steam library. Yeah, nah, it's not remastered. Character models are way better. That said, original PC version has way more mods, including HD backgrounds. Really? It has remastered music. I think it might be up for remastered by now, I'm not sure. Huh. Can we please turn this weird ass thing into a card? It has the OG music, it's glorious. Well dang, I should tell my boyfriend then. He should update his game, I guess. Cause 8, I think 8 was his first Final Fantasy, and I think that's why it's his favorite. Cause like, I've noticed that for a lot of people, their favorite Final Fantasy tends to be whatever their first one was, because of like, chances are you were a teenager when you first played a Final Fantasy game, and there's like a lot of nostalgia in it, so I'm not surprised that 8 is his favorite. Also, he really likes Persona, and I feel like he really likes the high school thing. I don't know. Maybe he's just really into like playing games that take place in high school. I don't fucking know. My first was 7, but I'm late into these games. 9 is my favorite. 9 is my second favorite. 9 is severely underrated. I love it a lot. I know Kyoto fucking hates it and he had a horrible experience, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Your first one was 10 too? Was it really? That's so funny. 10-2 was your first one. That's hysterical. Are you excited for the Final Fantasy IX animation? I want to see more of it. Oh shit, I knew I forgot something. Fuck it, we're getting out of here. I did not like 10-2 at the time. People always talk about how much they love it, so I wouldn't say underrated. Oh, for 9? I feel like it doesn't get talked about as much though. Like when people talk about Final Fantasy, 9 isn't the one that I feel like comes up a lot, personally. Or it seldom is someone's absolute favorite, I feel like. Let's just do that. You know what, let's do that. Yeah. Hear it all the time, but it may be the circles I'm in. It could be. It could depend on, like... It could be a generational thing, too. I mean, granted, we're about the same age, so maybe it's not that. 10-2 is like another Final Fantasy VIII for me, where the aesthetic and vibe of it is more based than actually dealing with it. Let's get some of this shit. Yes, beach! Here we go. I actually really enjoyed 10-2. I know it's super cringy, and especially for like, I feel like a lot of fans of 10, they really hate it because they feel like a lot of the story was kind of like screwed over, like a lot of the themes kind of got fucked with 10-2, and it feels cringier and like way too Charlie's Angels and girl power. The story is weaker, but it's fun. I feel like there was really good concepts in it. Like, the whole bit where Yuna is, like, realizing that they're kind of, like, repeating history, where someone's trying to, what's the word? Sacrifice themselves for the greater good, and she's like, this is stupid. Like, I'm sick and tired of it being like this. I thought, like, that whole monologue she had there, that whole speech, I was like, this is actually so great as a concept for this game and for this story, for this specific IP. I just feel like because of the way the game was put together, they really like, what is it like bury the lead or something? Is that what you call that? Like, I feel like the other elements of the game overshadowed what could have been a really beautiful, like, plot line. There are some really nice monologue from Yuna, yeah. I want to have a conversation with the person who made Brother's dialogue for 10-2. We need to talk. I agree. Brother is the worst part of that game, hands down. Hands down. He's the worst part of it. He's so uncomfortable. I can't stand it. Oh, maybe I should actually start, like, hitting these guys or something. I was was like, why aren't they turning into cards? It's because I'm just over here bitching, as usual. I can just sit here and like talk analysis about Final Fantasy games all day long. But yeah, also the like combat in 10-2 is so fucking good, and I think that's why I didn't hate 13 as much as a lot of other people, is because I always really enjoyed that type of combat, and 10-2's combat was kind of like the blueprint for 13's combat system. So I do wish Tidus would have stayed dead though. Well, I think he technically does, depending on what ending you get, doesn't he? Tidus' character development in 10-2 is pretty damn cool. I agree. I really like this, I like the way that she kind of comes into her own and seems to become more confident, and then by the end, she really is just like taking a stand. Like, she's not like somebody who's taking a stand because somebody else is protecting her. Because that's kind of what happens in the first game. Like, the only reason she ends up not sacrificing herself is because Tidus is the one who's like, this is fucked up. And by the end of 10-2, she's like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore. Like, you know, someone saved me from doing it, now I'm gonna save these people from doing it. You know, whatever it may be. But the perfect ending is the canon ending, right? And the other endings are not canon? That's... I wouldn't know. I'm not like I'm not like a 10 aficionado. Okay, where was I supposed to go? Does anyone remember? Because I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be. We have to go find the sorceress, right? Okay, so where do I remember where the sorceress is? Delling. That's right. I need to go to Delling City. Where the fuck is Delling City? Okay, hold on. That's right. That's right. This is a thing I learned. How did I learn it? No, not pause. That's right. Okay. Okay, we're going the wrong fucking way. Oh, I forgot. Like, the last time I played this, all of chat worked together to help me find the fucking map. Like a fucking noob. Where am I supposed to go again? Me playing or replaying any pre-Final Fantasy X game. Right? I never know where I'm supposed to be. And they don't give you anything in the menus or like with the characters to help you. Okay, so we need to go... Nope. We need to go back the way we started. Oh, I got paid! Hell yeah, bitch! I wish it worked like that in real life. I feel that. My first game was 7 and I found it so hard because of that. Oh god, I think right before Temple of the Ancients is where I had like the hardest time, because they don't give you any indication of like that you should go talk to this guy in a random house. You know what? Let me stock up on some of this shit. I wish you could get that sweet walking around money, right? Sometimes I think about how rich I get in video games, and then I'm like, why aren't there like random encounters I can have in real life and make money? But I guess that's called mugging people, isn't it? It's kind of looked down upon. Oh, I don't want that. Like, if I could just fight monsters and make money, bitch, I'd be fucking loaded. I'd have so much money. How long did it take you to beat 7 in your first go, Lily? I don't remember. Just approach someone and enter a battle. Have your stance in a boombox with battle music. I feel like I'd get my ass kicked. Okay, fuck it. We're running away. Lily, I heard fighting squirrels and pigeons to make some extra money. I would. I'd do it. Actually, no, I would feel too bad. I act like a badass in video games, but in real life, I'm too soft. Fighting monsters is fine, but the ecosystem suffers from loss of species diversity. Oh no. I'll say this, they did some really unique stuff in this game, getting a salary for money. It's funny because I have so much money already. Can always go level up in a park and beat up some trash cans. You don't have to be stronger, just faster. That's true. But like, look at how much money I already have. I haven't even spent, except maybe like once. I feel like it's like too easy. Oh my god. The encounter rate is gonna fucking kill me. I need to get to this fucking city. There needs to be a road. There has to be a road. You're shitting me. Fuck it. 3 steps and boom. I am loaded, man. The encounters are gonna be the fucking death of me. Well, you know what? We'll just use it to our advantage because I am a talking fucking... Oh my god, I'm the talkingest damn thing you ever saw. What the fuck? Lolly donkey. Yes, I'm so glad you picked up on my fucking reference. Thank you. I feel like that's not a line a lot of people know, even though everyone loves the fuck out of Shrek. Thanks, I appreciate. God, my hair's getting all big now that it's drying. Breath of death. What the fuck, dude? Alright, we're gonna run away after this. Please tell me that at some point I will get an item that turns down encounter rate. There has to be, right? Zombies are good. I got a couple of zombies. This doesn't count as a road, does it? Wait. No, please don't tell me. Please don't. Oh, okay, okay. A train! Can I get on it? Oh! Holy shit! Do you have Diablos? Or whatever he's called? I don't believe I do. The froggy? Here he comes! His name is D-Tech and we love him. He's the best boy. When I played Chrono Trigger, we renamed Frog D-Tech after this guy. He's a character in an indie game called Frog Detective. And those games are amazing. And the finale is gonna be out sometime this year, I believe. I fucking love Frog Detective. The dialogue is everything to me. He is amazing and I love him. He's usually like right here on my mic, but I took him off for a while. I guess he can vibe right here again. We can let him vibe. There we go. You can just chill. Did you love Chrono Trigger and have you played Chrono Cross? I did love Chrono Trigger. I had a really good time with Chrono Trigger. I'm still in the middle of editing my Chrono Trigger highlight video. Part 1 is up. I have not played Chrono Cross. I think he learns lower encounter ability. Ooh, that could be very useful. Man, this sucks. What? What does? Let's eavesdrop. You know, the war. You can tell the country's starting to get all... Damn it. Do you upload it to YouTube? I do, in fact. And plus the sorceress. I think, I don't know if I have like if it's exclamation point YouTube or exclamation point links. I don't know. I don't know what I put it under, but it should be on my like, whatever it's called. My about me section. Let's see, can I... Links, maybe? Oh, they said she is rich. Maybe it's not in links. The fuck? I do not understand. I don't know how I did it. How did I... There should be a command. Now I can't remember. Found it? Okay. Cost 3,000 gil to board this train bound for Dilling City. Yes. It's under socials. Yes, yes. Back on the train. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I'm like dying. I feel like so Quistis's outfit, right? She's got like the zipper and it's like not done down all the way, which is fine on its own. But I feel like that zipper like rubbing on your belly would be so itchy and uncomfortable. That would drive me nuts. These are things as a girl who sees other, like the way other women are dressed. Like that's the shit I'm thinking about. Like I would not want to wear it because I would be so uncomfortable all the time. Confirming. Access granted. Oh, okay. When's this train leaving? Come on. I know, right? Like, let's go. I don't want to waste any time. Aren't we leaving yet? Are we? Oh, shit. Hi, Selfie. and Renoa. I'm assuming Irving is coming. Random, but have you ever reached that part in 9 in under 12 hours? What part in 9? Feel the same about Tita sleeping in his blitzball armor. Yeah. I was actually really glad in Remake that they let Cloud take the sword off his back and, like, put it on the wall. But I'm pretty sure he still slept with his boots on, so... And, like, all of, like, his gauntlets, and, or not gauntlets, but, you know, like, his gloves and everything. This train bound for Delling City will be departing shortly. Let's go! Almost the end of the game to get Steiner's best weapon. God, my memory is so shit. This is the only train bound for Delling City anyway. I'm trying to think. Like, I guess, to me, there's no, like, iconic... like, ultimate iconic moments in 9 that I can think of. Like, there's obviously iconic moments, but I can't think of, like, if somebody were to say that scene, like, there's nothing that stands out to me. Like, with 7, you can say, oh, how long did it take to get you to that scene? And everyone knows you're talking about when Aerith dies. But, like, I don't think 9 has anything like that. Like, I don't know if any of the games have anything like that, at least for me, where you can say that and then I'll immediately know what you're talking about. Those little details bring it to life more for sure. If they get coats and stuff for the cold areas. I will be so upset if they don't. I'm still pissed about in Kingdom Hearts 3 how they didn't put warm clothes on Sora. Like, the fuck was that about? This boy is from a fucking island and you put him in the frozen world and he's still in, like, a t-shirt. I was so upset about that. like they have given him new outfits and new forms for literally other worlds to make him blend in, and they couldn't give this boy a fucking, like, Norse outfit for fucking Frozen World? The fuck? I'm still pissed. Can you imagine how great that design could have been too? Like, oh my god, I would have drawn it. Jesus. Perhaps it's fate. Dagger cutting her hair means a lot to me, but that's me, you know. I mean, I think that's a very iconic scene for sure. But that's kind of the thing. Like, I don't know if there's a specific scene in any of the other Final Fantasy games that, like, when you, it's like one of those things where, like, everyone in that fandom unanimously had, like, a huge reaction to it. You know what I mean? Like I think there are scenes in all of the other Final Fantasy games that, like, they definitely have an emotional, like, reaction in them from the fandom and everything, but, like, I think for some, what about the lake scene from 10? I think that one's, like, a really romantic scene, and I do think it causes a lot of people to have, like, an emotional reaction, but I don't know, I don't know, it's hard to say, and maybe the problem is I didn't experience some of these games as, like, a teenager. Like, some of them I didn't get to play as a teenager, so there's, like, that missing element of, like, surprise, because, again, as a Final Fantasy fan, you, even if you don't play the other Final Fantasies, you kind of already know shit about the other Final Fantasies just by virtue of liking one of them. It kind of just is a thing that happens. You get to know all the other characters just by proximity of being, like, within that franchise as a fandom member. So I wasn't surprised by a lot of things in 10 as well, because I kind of knew about a lot of it. So many great scenes in 10 visually. So maybe Yuna's sending scene is the most... Yeah, for me, the most beautiful scene in the entire game is when Yuna does the sending. Like, I just love it. It's one of the most beautiful pieces of cinematography in that game, especially for that era. So I think the sending scene is, for me, in 10, like, I would rate sending scene far above the Lake Macalania thing. Like, I know, like, Macalania is supposed to be, like, really beautiful and emotional, but, like, I think the sending scene is a million times more emotional, actually. The wedding raid is one of my fave Final Fantasy scenes. Shit's going down when you get there. It's a cool scene, that's for sure. I do love the, like, everyone, like, coming in, and it's pretty badass. I do like that. So what do we do about him? Capital H-I-M. Wait, where did he go? Did I miss it? Did I forget? Did he go through the door and I missed it? Well, there's Selfie. I think so too. Shot selection, storyboarding, animation, everything is perfect. Leaves me speechless to this day. Selfie, we're destined to be together. Irving! Stop hitting on my girl. Yeah, right. Yeah, the sending is so good. It's beautiful. A sigh of love. Dude, what are you doing? No! This man wastes no time. God. Pardon me. Irving shooting his shot. Oh God. My heart's pounding. What is this I'm feeling? It's an important mission. Get used to handling pressure while you still can. Oh, Squall, you sweet summer child. He's playing the law of averages here, apparently. Squall, man. I love Selfie. How much longer till Delling City? I don't know, girl. I don't know shit about this world. Renoa. Irving? Sir? Irving Kinius, you're playing a major role in this mission. Now behave yourself. Oh shit, he got fucking scolded. Just moves on to the next girl, bruh. I know, dude, what the hell? No one understands me. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Sharpshooters are loners by nature. We hone our instincts and pour our whole being into a single bullet. Oh, Jesus. Oh no. The pressure of the moment, an instant of tension. That's what I have to face alone. Shut the fuck up, Irving. It's not easy. Sir. Squall's just like, what the hell is this dude? The drama. He's like, he's being a lot right now. Just do me a favor and let me be. You get my drift? What the hell? Zell, you broke the train. Love how Squall is so over him within 5 minutes. I mean, to be fair, me too. Like, this is the one time I think Squall and I have agreed. There was no damage to the train from that, or a minor vibration. I just had a funny thought, but imagine Barrett in this game. I don't think Barrett could take it. I think he would lose his mind. And I don't blame him of this music. Oh. Barrett would have beat down everyone. He would have, it's true. In, out. Okay. I know my directions. I promise. Why are those children standing like that? Haven't heard this version? Well, I can't hear anything now with these sound effects. Oh, I know this place. We were here earlier. Saw art of this place yesterday. Squall, we should get going. We're headed for Caraway's mansion. It's in the government district. Okay, we have to find the government district. We're here as backup from Galbadia Garden. Don't blow our cover. Is Laguna here now? Oh, interesting. We're looking... Okay. I don't think Laguna is here now. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Sir? Please wait until the bus headed for Caraway's mansion arrives. Talk to me once it's here. Yes! Put me on the bus! You're gonna love this. Just climax. I feel only it's so good. And you call it the best part of the game. We'll see. Caraway is the head of the Galbadian army. Could this be a coup d'etat? No, I don't think he's out to overthrow the president. Press B4. B4? What's B4? Get me off! Let me off! What button is B4? Okay. I think I did the right thing. Did I come to the right place? I don't remember. I don't actually know. Was I supposed to do that? Fuck. Good thing you didn't panic. Oh, I did. The fuck? Wait. Oh god. Everyone's pixels. Oh no. Wait, I'm so lost. Wait, what am I supposed to do? There's a gate there. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by a bus. Oh shit. What the fuck? I guess I'm not in the right place. I guess I hecked up. Can I talk to you guys? Oh, son of a bitch. They've become one with the planet, apparently. Okay, that's the shopping arcade. I see Lily can't cross the street correctly. No. Shit. Now I'm confused. I want to get to a save. Galbadia Hotel. I'm not going to the Galbadia Hotel. What the hell is going on here? Everyone looks like they're from that indie game. Indie game house. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. Galbadia Parade. Okay, let's go back. We've done something wrong. We have gone astray. We fucked up. The hell? Years ago I crossed the street with someone and we almost got hit. The driver yelled at us saying, "You boys love life." What? Hi, Yaz 3D. How are you? Oh, here we go. General Caraway's mansion is right through this gate, but I can't just let you walk in. I believe he's been informed of our arrival. Yes, indeed, but I was ordered not to let you through until your skills have been tested. What the hell is he talking about? Test our skills? What does he want us to do? Caraway's Guard, the tomb of the unknown king to the northeast. All you have to do is go there. It's real simple, but you have to bring back proof that you were there. A code number. A code number? We came all the way out here for some stupid test of courage? Who does he think we are? There are many students like yourself who wish to call on General Caraway. There was a student from Galbadia Garden yesterday who has yet to return from the test at the Tomb of the Unknown King. The Tomb of the Unknown King is located northeast of the city. Your objective is to go to the Tomb of the Unknown King. Will we remember that? The Tomb of the Unknown King? Look for traces of this lost student and return with his ID number. You should be able to find what you're looking for shortly after you go in. The ID number should be written on it. I don't recommend going any further than you have to. The tomb has such nice music. I'm excited to hear it. You may never make it back alive. Anyway, here's a map for you. Press the B7 while inside of Tomb of the Unknown King. Just bring it up. Okay. Press B4 again while the map is displayed to escape the dungeon. But just remember, your seed rank will go down. Jesus. Alright, I'll accompany you out. It's quite convenient if you rent a car when you travel outside. This map is ass, by the way. Yeah, it seems as much. What do I do? Wanna play cards? Wanna rent a car? It's only 3,500 gil. You'll be a lot safer in a car. Sure. Fine. I'll spend my hard-earned gil. That's a nice car, though. Alright. So... Wait. Did I do something wrong? Shit, I think I fucked up. It's supposed to be northeast. Dollet. Galbadia Garden. Yeah, I fucked up. Don't go off-roading. I'm fine? Wait, where am I supposed to go? How do I move? Oh, that's right. Ah! Gotta find the tomb now. Okay. Is this it? Oh, what's that over there? What's this? A rock. Okay. Where do I go? Proto Final Fantasy 15. I am off-roading. Is that it? That's the desert prison. Okay. I went the wrong fucking way. Northeast. Okay. Let's go this way. We went the wrong way. I can tell. Ah! Ah! Holy shit! This is dangerous. Okay, northeast. So, wait, I thought I wasn't supposed to go off-roading. What the fuck? Well, that's northwest. You have to off-road? Okay. I think this is it then. Okay, here we go. Oh, hell yeah, I got paid again. Hell yeah. Let me out. Let me out. How do I get out? Shit! I don't know. What the fuck is this? We're rich. Wait, how the fuck do you get out of this fucking car? Oh no! Shit. Well, I'm at the tomb, I think. You don't get out of the car? How do I get in here? I'm trapped forever. No! That's not a good prize. How the fuck? I'm pushing all the buttons. It won't let me out. How the fuck? Written in George by George Lucas. Oh my god! I can't get out of the fucking car! Why won't it let me out of the car? Wait, why can't I get out? You can't get out of the car if you're too close to the entrance. Oh god. Immediately. Fucking immediately. Are you shitting me? And fucking Zell is blinded. Kidding me? Cue random battle. Should have known. Let's get some of that. One step and a fight. Right? You can't fucking move. You can't go nowhere in this game. There's no such thing as travel in Final Fantasy VIII. It's not real. Go ahead and attack it. We'll turn it into a card. We're gonna stock up on some Blizzard. I'm just gonna be out here making a shitload of cards. I don't even care. Card games are all that fucking matter to me. Imagine having to fight for your life every time you took a literal step. Listen, that's what it feels like when you go grocery shopping. It is literally like fighting for your life every step in the grocery store. Like, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of grocery shopping. You count the steps during the fight. Fighting for toilet paper in 2020. Exactly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Poor Quistis. Help a boy out. Someone was about to fight me over some BS in the grocery store about 3 weeks ago. Oh no, you better tell. What kind of bullshit? 296, that's it. I need Kira. Kira sucks now. Friendship with Kira ended. Kira is my best friend now. Did you miss? Bro, did you miss? I didn't say excuse me. It really was an accident, but dude wasn't having it. Oh my god. It's not worth it. Like, some people start fights that really aren't worth it. Like, come on. You know what? We need to have Quistis doing this because Zell can't be trusted. He's got darkness or whatever the fuck. And I totally forgot that. Hell yeah! She put this fucker to sleep. I forgot I had that on her. There you go. Get some blizzards off that guy. Dude was cursing at me saying I disrespected his wife and kid by not saying excuse me. The fuck? Jesus, I have to look for a bit, but I'd love to see even if it's split. How long will you go tonight? It could be anywhere from 10 to 30 more minutes, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to... I don't know how much longer I'm going to play. Because I'm getting hungry and a little tired. And it's also hot in LA. to get some stuff around on Fiverr, actually. I have like a bunch of stuff I need to get around to doing before tomorrow. Chad! Hello! Thank you for the 4 months! How are you? Thank you so much. Yeah, my hair's all big and curly right now because I let it dry on its own. How are you doing, Chad? Finally, we turned this fucking thing into a card! There's a save point in the tomb? Okay, that's good. Because I'm definitely gonna need it. How's 8 going so far? We're having a good time. We've just been, we've been analyzing it. We've been talking Final Fantasy in general and, like, how every Final Fantasy kind of has its quirks and how some games that are, like, widely hated in the fandom really aren't that bad. Eat up if I miss the end and have a great night, friends. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Phil. Let's see. See what I'm playing is I'm terrified of Triple Triad. Why are you terrified of it? For me, it's the part that's, like, the best. Thanks for the follow, Phil. Oh, goodness. Come on. I mean, I think it's worth playing. I really enjoy the Triple Triad stuff so far. Like, that's the bit that I like the most. You hit it? No, you can't. Like, obviously, it's not a game for everyone. I feel like, was it hard to really learn? So what part is, like, the Triple Triad, the part you're worried is, like, hard to learn? Because it's really not hard to learn. It just, like, it takes a few tries to really figure it out, I think, but it's not hard to learn. That and junctioning. Junctioning's not bad. I would recommend allowing people to backseat you through the tutorials, if you're anything like me. Or you can look up junctioning tutorials on YouTube beforehand. Because the tutorials themselves are not helpful, but junctioning really is not a hard system to figure out. It helps to have somebody explain it clearly. Like, it's really not overcomplicated. It's just having someone explain it to you clearly. Yeah, I think I will let people backseat. It just seems like there's 3 separate mechanics just for battle. Kind of. I mean, from what I've seen, I will backseat the backseaters. There you go. Here, let me save really quick. Just, actually, let's, use another 10. We're gonna save. But yeah. Oh wait, are we backseating now? I do let people, I have been letting people backseat me through a little bit of 8 so far, just because the tutorials are hell on earth. And my eyes glaze over when I get all those words, and I completely, like, lose my ability to process anything. Should grind to level 100 before the disc ends? No. Absolutely not. Float! Okay, we need float, huh? Or maybe we don't need float? Whatever it is. Found a drop point. Protect found. Give it a squall. 8 protects. Okay, and then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna save. I do think I'm gonna call it a night here. And get some stuff done. Yeah, Max Ultimas and Zombies and Life and the Agas. Or it's the clown from It and they're warning you. Oh yeah, probably. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let's see. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's find somebody to send over the good vibes to. Let's see. Who's streaming? Let's see. Do we want... Go eat some KFC chicken. Oh my god. I'm actually not a fan of KFC. Haste is OP. I need to find Haste. Haste is my favorite. Let's see. Who else is streaming? I guess. Ooh. Dat Boy's Elder. You know what? I don't think I've actually hung out in their stream before, but I know them through mutuals. Let's go raid Piggyback AD. They're playing The Legend of Zelda Link's, I think it's Link's Awakening or A Link to the Past. What is it? What? The Legend of Zelda? A Link to the Past. Yeah, they're playing that. So let's go say hello to them. I will see you guys over there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Final Fantasy VIII. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.